Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to explore a question about something we all live on but perhaps don't think about too much: why is the Earth round? Think about it. When we look at it from space, we see that magnificent blue ball, but why does it have this shape? Couldn't it be square, flat, or something else entirely? Science tells us this: the Earth's roundness starts with gravity, but the story doesn't end there. So, is the Earth really a perfect sphere? What did people in history think about this? And why are some asteroids round while others have weird shapes? In this video, we'll dive into the Earth's roundness from scientific, historical, and even a bit of a fun perspective. Surprising facts, the brilliance of ancient philosophers, and modern space images, it's all here. If you're ready, let's embark on this cosmic journey to unravel the secret of why the Earth is round. 1. Scientific reason: the power of gravity. The biggest reason the Earth is round is gravity. Gravity is a force that pulls everything toward the center. Think about it: as the Earth formed, dust, rocks, and gases came together. This massive bulk began to compress under its own weight, and gravity pulled everything toward the center. So why a sphere? Because a sphere is the shape with the smallest surface area for a given volume. That means it minimizes energy loss and is nature's most stable form. But here's a little surprise: the Earth isn't a perfect ball. Because it spins on its axis, it's slightly bulging at the equator and a bit flattened at the poles. Science calls this an oblate spheroid. The equator's diameter is 43 kilometers wider than the poles. Why? Because the Earth spins at about 1,670 kilometers per hour, and this speed creates a centrifugal force at the equator. So, the Earth spreads out a little, like a spinning top. Now let's move on to an interesting detail. If gravity makes everything round, why do asteroids have weird shapes? The answer is simple: gravity requires an object to be big enough to become round. For example, asteroids with a diameter smaller than 300 kilometers have such weak gravity that it's not enough to shape them, so they stay looking like potatoes. But massive objects like the Earth? They get molded into a nice ball by gravity. Historical journey: is the Earth flat or round? So, did people always know the Earth was round? Nope. In ancient times, most cultures imagined the Earth as a flat disk or a square. But around 500 BCE, the Greek philosopher Pythagoras suggested the Earth might be round. Then Aristotle stepped in. He observed lunar eclipses and noticed that the Earth's shadow was always round. This can only happen with a sphere, he said, making history. In the 3rd century BCE, Eratosthenes took it even further. He measured the angle of sunlight in different cities and calculated the Earth's circumference, about 40,000 kilometers. That's amazingly close to today's measurements. During the Middle Ages, some still believed in a flat Earth, but things changed in the age of exploration. Explorers like Columbus and Magellan sailed around the world, proving its roundness. Today, we have solid evidence. Things became clear once we went into space. The blue marble photograph taken by Apollo 17 in 1972 showed the Earth as a stunning sphere. But it's not just photos. Have you ever noticed that when you look at the horizon at sea, ships appear mast first? That's because of the Earth's curvature. Or consider time zones: it's morning in America while it's night here, a result of a round planet. There's also the Foucault pendulum. In 1851, the French physicist Foucault demonstrated that a pendulum swing changes due to the Earth's rotation. This proves both its roundness and its spin. In short, science has given us a ton of clues. Misconceptions: the flat Earth myth. There are still people who say the Earth is flat, but this contradicts scientific facts. For example, they argue the horizon looks flat. But that's only because of the Earth's size; its curvature is hard to notice on a local scale. Science has confirmed its roundness with multiple pieces of evidence: photographs, measurements, experiments. They all say the same thing. Interesting details. Let's look at some surprising facts. The Earth's shape even affects airplane routes. Because the equator is bulging, some flights take less time. And did you know that the Earth's axis shifts slightly over thousands of years? Right now, it's at 23.5 degrees, but it won't stay that way forever. Maybe millions of years from now, the Earth will take on a slightly different shape. Yes, our amazing journey into why the Earth is round comes to an end here. As you've seen, it all starts with gravity. This invisible force that shapes us into a ball is both a scientific and historical fact. Even though the Earth isn't a perfect sphere, its slightly flattened shape still offers incredible balance. From ancient philosophers to the space age, we've uncovered this truth step by step. So, what do you think is the most interesting thing about the Earth being round? Or have you ever wondered what it would be like if the Earth were flat? Be sure to share in the comments, I'd love to read them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like,